Has there ever been a time in your life where you have caught somebody red-handed doing you dirty? Somebody betraying you, hurting you in a way, or violating your trust in a way that seems unrepairable, like it almost breaks something inside of you, like walking in on a partner cheating on you, finding out that someone that you trusted stole everything from you, those kind of things. And I feel like when we're put in those situations, most people have strong reactions. Like we can't, like it's hard to even think about having any sense of peace or calm in those moments, right? And I know I've had plenty of times where I've like reacted so strongly that even if it was warranted, even if it was understandable, I felt weak. You know, I felt like I gave them even more of my power. I felt like I handed them even more energy that I didn't want them to have. So this video today is gonna be me reacting to this woman's experience of her catching her 4-year partner cheating on her with somebody that he said he would never do that with. Yesterday I talked about having self-respect and what that really looks like, and how easy it is to kind of think that we're respecting ourselves and we're holding ourselves accountable when we're really not. So today we're going to be watching a TikToker who explains her situation with cheating and how she got the sweetest revenge. And I will say it was the most ethical way of getting revenge I've ever seen. I'm taking notes because she did that. So if you're new here, and you probably are because I'm new here, it's my first commentary type video or a video of me reacting to anything. So the audio is gonna be not so good. Working on it. I don't know. Hopefully it's watchable. If it's not, then I'm sorry. But if it is, thanks for being here. Like the video. I don't know. I'll stop yapping now.
All right, so this one is called the Clean Revenge Eviction. So let's see what that is.
I caught my boyfriend cheating on me with his ex, so this is what I did. I think this is the most iconic revenge I've ever pulled. So I was living with my boyfriend for 4 years. He tells me he's going to go visit his family for an entire week. This is pretty common. They live pretty far away and I have to work, so I never go with him. I'm not a crazy girlfriend, so I don't question it. Everything's fine. And I genuinely think this was God protecting me because it was the biggest coincidence ever. I usually go get coffee at the same place every day, but this day I decided I was gonna go to a different one. So I'm walking towards the coffee shop and there's
Yep, I would like to just point out or really agree, call it God, the universe, your own, gut instincts, whatever it is. When you feel like that, I always tell people like just to follow it. When you feel like you have like a little voice in your head that's telling you like do something different, switch it up, like go left instead of right. Do that because there's normally a reason, and it's only in hindsight when you put it together like, dang, I'm so glad I did that. It could save your life sometimes. I'm just saying, just
a restaurant right by its side. And who do I see in the restaurant patio cuddled up with his ex? I stopped and I stared for like 30 seconds straight. I froze completely because I was like, there's no way that that is my boyfriend. After being frozen for 30 seconds, I realized that is actually my boyfriend, and he's cheating on me with his ex-girlfriend whom he's always told me he hated. In that moment, all I wanted to do was go up to them and slap them both. But I thought,
yeah, that's normally the case. It's like the one that like I've had this experience before. The ex that they talk so much crap about, the one that destroyed them. They were just users. They were. Uh, I dated this guy who literally talked so much like mess about his ex. I mean, you would think that he thought of this dude as like literally the scum, like on the like bottom of his shoe. I swear, as soon as we broke up, as soon as me and this guy broke up, guess who moved in? Was straight up living there. A couple of weeks later, and still to this day, we weren't romantic. He needed help, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't even matter. But it's like it just be funny that they'll talk so much about their exes, about how they can't stand them and how they treated them so badly, and that's normally like the person they're completely stuck on and can't get away from. Even if you treat them right, if you treat them well, they don't know how to be treated well. They don't know how to be treated kindly. They don't know how to be in a healthy relationship. So they go back to what they know, which is garbage. So just I relate.
oh, well, this has to be a sign from God, so I'm gonna do something that's smarter than that. I decided I was gonna take pictures of them both there because I knew that those were gonna be useful for what I was gonna do. I didn't even care about my coffee at that point, so I just went home and started plotting. Here's the part that makes this revenge the best one ever, because we have been living together for 4 years, but the lease was in my name. He wasn't on it. And bonus points because the landlord is actually
How? Wait. Why is he living for 4 years. Live for 4 years. Now, trying to wrap my head around this. I understand, like, say if you're dating somebody and one of y'all's leases in, like, they feel like y'all are in two different apartments. Because I've had this situation happen too. Like, who hasn't? But like, if you're living apart when you get together, because of course you are, and you decide to move in together, but you don't want to find like, say, a new apartment, like say together, or you got to wait for the other person to to get off their lease. You're gonna move out of your place and move into theirs for the remainder of the lease. But why on earth are you there for 4 years in that same apartment, re-signing leases or whatever, without being on the like? That's just dangerous for a lot of different reasons. Because like on her end, I mean, good on her. Like good on him. He picked somebody who is not just gonna kick him out for no reason or whatever. Like he trusted her enough to do that. But it's like, how are you gonna do all of that dirt, sir? How you gonna cheat on somebody knowing good and well you ain't got no security? Bro, I mean, I'm not saying he should have like been on the lease and then cheat, but like that's not the point. It's just the fact that how are you on someone's lease for 4 years without? Live with someone for 4 years, so I've been on the lease. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. How are you doing that? Because like on her part, it's bad because he could tear that place up. He could do whatever he wanted to do, or he could just leave and stop paying his end of the deal. Like he would stop paying bills if he wanted to. He could do that, and she wouldn't be able to do nothing about it. Or on the other end of that, she could just say, you know what, I don't really care to see your face anymore for no reason, for whatever reason. You know what, I've decided you're just not my type. Get to stepping. She could do that. This just sounds dangerous for no reason. Like even they were like a perfect couple. They had, there was none of the cheating going on, or they were gonna get married, or whatever. Like, still do things officially. Like we do things officially for a reason. It's to protect you and the other person. It's just that's just wild to me. But anyway, keep going.
A very good friend of mine. So I told my landlord everything. I gave my notice and I started looking for new apartments. I had to be quite cold about this, obviously. So for the next few weeks while I was handling everything, I acted completely normal with him. I obviously avoided any type of intimacy with him, but he clearly didn't notice because he was spending so much time sleeping over at his friend's house. But like I said, I have the best relationship with.
Wait a minute. So after he got caught cheating, he was still cheating? Why does that surprise me? Wait, hold up. That's not shocking. That's not shocking. But it's shocking that, dude, she about to get kicked the fuck out and don't even know it. And she did right too. She did right. She's like, you know what? I'm not gonna call. Nope. I think she did right for a couple of reasons. One, I don't know this man's temperament. She didn't really talk about how, like, afraid of him she is, which that's a thing. And sometimes you don't get no warning. Some people flip the switch on you and show you their true colors so quick, you already dead. I'm telling you, like, that people have died for less. And I'm not saying that that would have happened if she would have, like, thrown a fit and kicked them out or whatever. I don't know these people, but it was smart for her not to do that because, like, it's she's not putting herself in danger. If he gets mad for his own actions, mad at the consequence of his own actions, and take it out on her, and now she doesn't have a life. Like that would be that happens so often, and it's so devastating. I'm glad that she had enough sense to do what she needed to do, because he needed to be out of there. They did not need to be together. That's harmful for her. Like, to sit there to be with someone for 4 years and think that you are with somebody committed, and I just could not imagine. I've never been through a situation like that before, but it's like she has a lot of self control. I don't know if I would have handled it the same way. I know I wouldn't have handled it the same way. I know my ass would not have handled it the same way. So I'm kudos to her because yeah, it could have ended up real dangerous if she would have, like, been real petty and trying to make a point. So let's see what she got to say.
My landlord, so he knew everything I was thinking about doing. Whilst my boyfriend was out, he would come and show the place to new tenants. Then comes moving day. The movers show up, I'm boxing my stuff, calm as ever, and my boyfriend comes home. He walks in and his face is so confused. He stares at me and he's like, "What's happening? What are you doing?" So this is where I pull out the photos that I took of him and his ex all cuddled up, and I lay them right on the counter.
Oh, he didn't know. Oh, that changes the story. I told you I don't watch these before. Like, I'm watching it blind like you are. So I got to work on my listening skills. So basically, she saw them and didn't react right there. 'Cause I remember she said, I almost would slap them, but I didn't. She didn't confront them. He did not know. She let him keep cheating. That makes sense. Yeah, that's cold. Oh my god, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would not be able to contain myself. I would not have been able to contain myself. Like it's like she said the words, I didn't even hear her because I'm like, that's not happening. I would have flipped over tables and shit. Oh, that's that angel, that saint. I need to take notes because I would not have been able to have the self composure to sit there and just phase myself out like that. Well, phase us out like that, and have him completely just. I couldn't do it. Like, ah,
And then my landlord steps in and he's like, you have until midnight to get all your stuff out of this house. New tenants move in 2 days. Anything that's left gets tossed out. All of the furniture is mine, so all of his stuff I just pull in this sad little pile by the door. I took a last photo of him just standing there confused and speechless, standing by his pile of stuff. And then I walked out. I didn't want to yell, I didn't want to scream, I didn't want to argue. I was done. To this day, my girls call it the cleanest breakup story, and I'm quite proud of it because I never went back. Story time.
okay, yeah, that was you. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, girl, you got it. That was the cleanest one. That I mean, no words, left no crumbs. That's it. That's the one. She did it.